So for the road ride today, I'm gonna be riding this huge bike to show you the what are the problems with riding a huge bike on a CBT training. Yeah, because we're gonna be doing mostly 30 and 20 miles an hour. Okay, today is quite cold. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go and watch the CBT. First of all, we're gonna go there. Also, the CBT has started already, so I won't be able to show everything. But eventually, we're gonna go out on the road, and I'm gonna be following the instructor together with his students, and I'm gonna explain what it is all about. It's a bit cold today. It's only 4 degrees, but hopefully it's gonna get just a little bit warmer. Let's see, is everyone going the same way? They're going in a different direction. Okay, at least the traffic is moving at speed, which is good. Hopefully we're going to be there in the next 20 minutes, maybe even less, depending on how everything's going. So what it is, currently I'm trying to employ more instructors, motorcycle instructors. A lot of people, they want to go for it because they're riding bikes, and they think if they're riding a bike, it's enough to become an instructor. The truth is, you need to be a certain type of person. First of all, you need to be coming on time. Yeah, everything's time sensitive when you're an instructor. Also, you need to be very, very patient. And funny enough, it's a job outside, so you're in the bad weather all the time. Now obviously there are nice days and everything, but we live in the UK, so it's raining, cold, dark, and all of these. And a lot of people can't cope with it. You really have to be committed in order to do it. Also, there is some training involved. Now, I've personally seen instructors that go through a month of training and they're ready to go. And I've seen instructors that will need 2-3 years until they get to that point. Now normally it's entirely up to you. The quicker you get the information and the quicker it sinks in and you're ready to deliver a CBT lesson, you should be fine. But people are not really going for it. What I mean is, they're like, yeah, I want to become an instructor. I want to teach other people how to ride and everything, but then they don't show up for the training, and that's a bummer. Yeah, because you really need to be committed. When I was doing it back in the day, I was going for training every day, Monday to Friday, shadowing the main instructor, and and then started doing the job little bits at a time. And then when they consider you safe enough so you can take the students for training and it's not going to be dangerous, then you start the job. Unfortunately, in this school, just like many others, the training isn't paid, so don't expect to be paid for training. You need to take some of your own time to do the training, but then, as I said, the more you do it, the quicker you're gonna actually start doing the job and get paid. So I have a few people lined up for the job, but I don't expect them to actually start doing it. We'll see how that goes. Sometimes people come over, they watch a whole CBT or just part of it, and they're like, oh no mate, I can't do it. Sometimes they start the training, but they're not, they don't set their mind to learning new things. It's more of the social part of the whole thing. They want to meet new people and all this, but then they just keep shadowing and they can't really do the job, so eventually they quit. And sometimes you get people that will come from another country to do the job. I mean the distance, not the documentation, because in order to be a motorcycle trainer, you need to have at least 3 years of experience on a UK driving license. And because a lot of people have no idea what the instructor's job involves, I'm going to show you a few bits and pieces today, because it's not all about riding, it's more of the people skill, and you have to be a bit of a psychologist and tailor the lesson to different people. And sometimes you don't even have to ride at all. If you manage to get your students on the route, then it's a little bit more fun because you're going to be riding actually. But it's not how you're going to be riding on a Sunday. It's a very different type of riding. It's like sitting in your office on a computer. Every gamer, for example, wants to work on a computer, and then when they get into the office and it's kind of boring stuff, dealing with Microsoft Office or something like that, it's just boring. So working on a computer is not always gaming, and it's just the same on a motorcycle. Riding a motorcycle is a job. It's not as fun as if you just go out on a ride with your friends. Some days are better than others. Sometimes you get students that don't have good coordination, they're losing control, their balance is not great as well. And when you have 4 people on the course, it feels like that course is never going to finish. But then sometimes you get rewarded and you get really good students that will pick up everything quickly, and then it's a lot more fun. So you can get it either way. The problem is a lot of people think that it's all rainbows and unicorns, and it's not. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the road ride soon. Yeah, now he's telling him to do up his helmet before he puts his gloves on, because that's quite important. Yeah, now he's giving them the briefing for the road. what to do, how to behave and everything, because it's gonna be a group of 4 of us, so yeah. Yeah, he's getting them to speed up a little bit because it's very difficult to go slowly, and just giving them a few bits and pieces here where to go exactly, because a lot of people get confused at the junction here. Even though they've been asked to go towards Cambridge, they go towards Ely. Okay, the battery on his intercom is low, and I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, you see how the first guy positioned all the way to the right, which could be wrong at traffic lights. Okay, now he's talking them through how to go through the roundabout, and then we're gonna be taking exit 1 at this roundabout, so we'll go to the petrol station and fill up. Okay, the first guy is going a little bit too fast. Yeah, the battery on the intercom died. It said 3 times low battery and then goodbye.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
All right, okay. Yeah. That's a spare one. I need to charge it up.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, the spare one, it just goes down, so...
Okay, the spare one, yeah, right. That's reminded me I need to keep it charged. Cheers, Chris. Alright, that's a good thing.
That's okay. Yeah, so it doesn't happen when you actually need it. Yeah, so riding a huge bike during CBT training doesn't give you any benefits. In fact, there's a lot of downsides. First of all, fuel. Yeah, that thing will burn a lot more than a scooter, what Austin is riding over there. Yeah. Also, when you're riding a big bike at such a slow speed, you constantly want to go faster, which transfers to the students as well. You keep going, come on mate, give it some more power, keep going, yeah, and that stresses them a little bit. If you're riding the same bikes as they do, it makes your job a lot easier. Yeah, that guy didn't even want to slow down for that speed hump. Yeah, I can afford that because I have that beautiful suspension, but that's all it is. I mean, yeah, for dust courses, the big bike makes a lot of sense, but for CBT, not so much. They're also not really meant for Ferraris and Lamborghinis, if I have to be honest. But here we go. That's a very difficult job normally to get 4 bikes out of a junction at the same time. So we're going to be turning right and get on a 50 miles an hour limit. Okay, that was a long red light. Yeah, we're supposed to do 50 here, but the second rider is quite slow. Yeah, I have to stay in first gear, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is it. This is the speed that you're going to be doing most of the time on CBT. And having a super big, super powerful bike doesn't help. Maybe the only upside is that because the road's so bad with all the potholes and uneven surfaces, the big bike will cope with that a bit better. But come on. Yeah, here we go. Narrow roads, slow moving traffic. Yeah, and as soon as you get out of first gear, you're going back down to first again. it is what it is. If I put it in rain mode, that will soften the suspension quite a lot. It makes it easier to go through those bad roads. Everything is happening so slow. I kind of regret it to get the Triumph. Okay, so now I'm gonna get back on my Honda X-ADV and go home. Okay, so I'm on my way back home. Finished for today. Hopefully, if there's any questions about everything, you can comment down in the comment section, ask questions. I'm willing to make other videos. It's just I need some material, like questions. Questions are important. Yeah, everyone behind me is trying to push. Used to be 50 miles an hour down here, and they hate going 30 right now. But what can we do, right? Yeah, everyone wants to go fast in the slow speed limits, and when it comes to fast speed limits, everyone's going slow. From here we have a temporary traffic light. There is a traffic light, but it doesn't work. Here we're gonna finish the video. Hopefully you like it. You can subscribe as well. There's another channel that's that video is gonna go on, which is the school channel. It's called One Go Motorcycle Training. I'll see you next time.